I had a test this morning, and it's a weird test because I have the test this morning, and then the final for that class is on Tuesday. So I had a test, and then minus the weekend, a day or so later, I'm having the final, which is another test. A test upon a test. But I am very tired. Very tired. Something just said I had mail. Doesn't matter. The test, the rest of my classes during this week were at 10, 11 o'clock, and then the test was at 8 a.m. So I had no sleep the other night, and I'm dead tired. It's 11 o'clock right now. I don't normally go to bed until 1, 2 a.m. That's my normal bedtime, and I'm almost falling asleep in my chair right now. So, I am ready to take on any beast. Let us play. Onward! Ooh, a bit loud on my side. This is Help the Hero by the EXP. A humble village needs a hero. Only one man is up for the job. You are his trusty manservant. Only you can handle his inventory. I get to play Nodwick. Okay, so this kind of ruins the fact that I've beaten the game. I have unlocked every medal for this game. I'm going to show you how to play and give you the kind of the lowdown, as it were. There are 9 levels. They get progressively harder. So let's go into the level 1. Here is the enemy. The local creature is the ogre. He's strong against ranged attacks, but he's weak against defense. We will find out what this means in just a moment. Alright, so range and defense. So now here you are. You have a grid. You drag and drop your items onto the grid and combine items that go together, although they don't tell you all the items that go together, to save space. So here we go. The hero is running around in the background. Find something. For example, I think this is an arrow. Yeah. So just slide the arrow into your grid. Find the next arrow. The arrows do not stack. But when you have a quiver, you can then stack the arrows in the quiver. Then we get a crossbow. Move that there. Move that. There's an axe. People like axes because they're awesome. And the quiver, because it goes with the crossbow, you can stack the quiver into the crossbow. And so once again, you're saving space. So now here we're at the end of the round. We have run out of things in the background for the hero to find. So now we equip our hero by moving stuff to the equip slots. Now I've beaten the game, and so I've unlocked all of the equip slots.
I can hardly wait to face this beast. Then I bet you can hardly wait to watch.
Yeah, shut up. So I'm going to go ahead and slide the crossbow. It doesn't matter which of these slots you put it in. And so that, you notice, gives us some ranged attack. If I grab the axe, we get attack. These not greaves. Yeah, they are greaves, although greaves is spelled wrong. Greaves gives you defense, and then this potion gives you magic, and then this dagger will give you more attack. Okay, so now this is where you combine the strong against ranged, weak against defense. When we click continue, we have this cool little it's this scene, as it were. They roll in the background. There are my stats. Here's the monster and his stats. And notice how he's strong range, weak defense. And I think I will own him. Yep.
Bravo, sir. What a performance. Such grace, such strength, such dress sense.
Yeah, shut up. So, in the early levels, you can just grab anything. Your grid, my grid is bigger than your grid will be. Okay, strong attack, weak magic.
Good luck, sir.
My grid is much bigger than yours will be because you buy grid upgrades to increase the amount of size you get. This guy's weak to magic, so I want to make sure that I grab every magic potion. And I believe it said he was strong against attack. I'm still going to grab all the weapons I can. And like I said, the early levels, pretty much you can grab everything and you're not going to run out of room on the grid. But as you go to the later levels, you really need to pay attention to the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents. If your opponent is weak against a certain type of attack, then you want to grab as many of those things as possible. Now here's a money purse, so I can go ahead and put the coins in it. This is a bullet purse, I believe. Yeah, musket pouch. And this is a catapult stone, so that doesn't go inside of it. Alright, so now we got all of this junk. Now, what's funny is they'll give me a musket pouch, they'll give me this catapult stone.
Has left me hungry. Percival, did I find anything edible? Set it aside for me, would you?
Yeah, shut up. While you're holding this, if you hit the arrow keys, you can rotate it. That lets you fit things in later levels when you are going to fill up the whole thing, and there's going to be extra items that you have to get rid of. But here, I know he's weak against magic, so I'm just going to equip all my magic. I'm going to equip my defense. Notice how much defense the breastplate is worth. And then the helmet's worth a little bit more, and then the greave is worth a little bit more on top of that. Go ahead and give me both of the clubs, which are very weak, the sword, which is better. And the money pouch, you don't equip, you can't equip it. This is just for selling to get money to buy more equipment slots and buy more grid spaces. I can equip this, but it's not going to do anything for my ranged attack, because I don't actually have a ranged weapon, and they didn't offer me a ranged weapon. But this is where we are. This is insane compared to what you normally have. Right now, I think you have half these slots, maybe 4, 5 slots to start. So you're not going to be able to just breeze through the early levels quite as easy as this, but they are a breeze. Let me see, what was the first level where I had trouble? Level 7 out of 9. Yeah, so he just got, his butt handed to him. The way this works is it'll go down your side first. It'll take away 1 dot from you, then 1 dot from him, until the first person loses all of their dots. Okay, let me show you a harder level. I'm not going to show you the hardest level. Alright, strong against attack, weak against defense. What this means is, he's strong against attack. I can basically not grab any attack items and just let him win attack, which is his strongest ability, and just pick up ranged, magic, and defense. And I don't even need too much defense because he's weak against it. Focus on those other things. Because, especially for attack, a lot of the attack items are huge. Like, look at this axe. They're huge and they're weird shaped, and then this very long sword. Here's a little bullet. Here's a gun. I hate this gun. There's a club. Here's an axe. Now, see how I'm taking all these attack items? I don't want the attack items. I don't need them. That dagger, don't care about it. Here's a money pouch, which I also technically don't care about. There we go. This catapult stone actually goes in the slingshot. Grab a defense item. I don't want a second slingshot because it's of no use to me unless I get more ammo, but I will take it. Get rid of that. Take that. That's useless. You can juggle items here. Don't want that. Give me that. Don't want this. I do want this, though, because that's a musket ball. And that allows me to shoot my musket. Here's another potion. Put that there. I don't want the axe. Grab this over here. Crud. I can't arrange the items as I want them right now. Move that there. Can I get that in there? No, I can't. Grab another magic potion. I'm just going to get rid of you because you're kind of useless, and then bring you back in. This arrow is useless because I don't have a bow. However, I do have... Oh, and that's the end of the item. So this is all I have to work with, which not really that much. But we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, so his best thing was attack, and that would be these. I'm probably not going to beat him on attack, so it's not even worth if I have limited equipment slots using them. Instead, I want to focus on getting big ol' magic, huge defense. That maxes out my defense. Ranged attacks. Yeah, see, that one doesn't give me any ranged bonus because I don't have any ammo for it, so it's kind of useless. I will fill in the rest of these with more magic attack. And I'm actually gonna sacrifice attack just to add these other 2 magics in. I know for sure I'm going to beat him on defense and magic. I have no clue how my ranged is going to stack up, but I put in every ranged item I could grab. So if I lose ranged, that's not my fault. That's just the luck of the draw. Alright, show me what we got here. Boom! And he has... Oh, man, I think this might be... This is going to be a tie. And what happens in the case of a tie, which happened to me once, might have even been on the same level, is that a little spinner comes out. And you just click, and we see, alright, I won. Hooray!
Very proud of himself.
So that's how this game will work.
It's not like
Focus
I
on
did anything to help.
defeating your enemy. You can cede him his strength. Just say, I'm not even going to try and attack your strength once you get to these higher levels, because their strength is going to be almost maxed out. On the other hand, you can say, I am going to take on your strength. Attack and defense are the two easiest to max out in my experience. You get those breastplates, you get the halberds, the axes. Those, I believe 2 of them is all it takes to max out your attack or defense. 2 halberds, they look like axes, or 2 of the breastplates. Magic, on the other hand, is more difficult to get up there, and ranged weapons are by far the most difficult, because you have to have the relevant weapon, and you have to have ammo for it, and combine them together. Those can be a pain in the butt to get. So usually what I do is I focus on grabbing a quick attack items, especially when the axes come by. Grab 2 of those axes, 2 of those breastplates, and then as much magic potions as possible. And then I usually win those 3 sets, and I let ranged go. On the other hand, there have been a couple times, I think twice, I had so much ranged that I maxed out ranged. But it's not as easy. The other thing in this game is just a survival mode, high score speed mode. And in this mode, it's exactly the same. There's a bunch of items that come by on the belt, but this time you have to save every item. As soon as one goes off screen, you lose. So you have to focus on combining items as much as possible, and then they give you stars. And when you pick the stars up, and then you drag a star, if you combine the star with another item, that item disappears. So when they send you a gun or a battle axe or those weird elven swords, and they're just too big and bulky and weirdly shaped, I use the stars to eliminate those and keep everything that's nice and neatly sized in the grid. But yeah, this is Help the Hero, Order of the Subordinate. It took me, 30 minutes, I think, to beat it. Oh, Egoraptor did the voices. And worked out pretty well. I really hate this guy's face. He looks like a rat, doesn't he? There's his nose down there, and then these 2 big rat teeth. Bye-bye.